So we have a very tiny part which will require much work, and it is the analog odometer sprocket. If you are experiencing that your trip and total odometer is not working, and if it's an analog one and not a digital one, the most possible reason is a mechanical issue within the gears. So you have, the small display and you have the big display, the counter, and it's not turning around. The main issue and cause of that is because someone resetted the trip odometer during driving. And what did they do with that? They blocked the sprocket which was turning, and when you push the pin in, it blocks that the motor is still working, and it tears off a sprocket. As I said, a real small part and a lot of work. Okay, so we're now disassembling the instrument cluster. What I learned from experience is never disassemble the instrument cluster with the hooks going in here and on the other side, because why? You will break the glass here. So basically what we have to do is remove the footwell. Sorry. You have 1, 2 and a third screw here. You remove it, and afterwards you go with your hand inside and push the cluster out. Main thing is, why does this break? It is because that people reset it during driving. So let's go deinstalling the footwell and afterwards pushing it out. Okay, so there's two ways of deinstalling the cluster. First one is, of course, the required step that you remove the footwell. So it's 1, 2 and the third screw is there. Afterwards, if you have a car which can adjust the height of the steering wheel, then it's okay. You adjust it to the lower point and push the cluster outside with your hand. So I already pre-pushed it a bit out, but just to show you is you go behind and push it out from both sides, preferably with both hands. So one here, gently push it out. If you have the height adjustment of the steering wheel, put it down the most, because you will not scratch this part. If you don't have it, you either one, take the damage and scratch it here, because with the lower part you will scratch it, or remove the steering wheel. So I won't go into details of removing the steering wheel since it's connected to the airbag restraint system, but this car doesn't have the airbag, so it's kind of okay. We removed the cover and we have one big screw in the middle. Of course, you need to take care and mark where the screw, the location of the steering wheel with the column is, so you have it straight. But if you have an airbag, it's a matter of safety, so from that point I will not touch that topic. In any case, there are a few ways to remove the cluster. I showed you more or less 2 of them, and we go to the bench. Each side of the cluster will have 2 connectors going in. Be careful, one has a stopper, the other one is round. So the round one, basically you just wiggle it out. This one, where you see the plastic hose, the stopper, you need to click it. So both sides have it. Be careful not to miss this, because it's as well on the other side. Okay, so we're at the bench. What I like to do is to put some cloths in between, just not to break this and this. the first step will be to remove two screws, which are here and okay, one is missing, but here. Remove just these two at start. Next step is you have to lift up all of these in order to push out the front part. So after we unbolted 1, 2, 3, gently I went with a flat screwdriver on each side, just shortly lifting it up. Same here, just be sure not to damage anything. And afterwards it should come out nicely. Be careful about this. So this is the situation, and next step is we need to unscrew this. Sorry, it's a bit strange today. So we need to unscrew this one and this one, and since there's plastic here, we need to drill a hole in order to get to this screw. So 1, 2, and afterwards inside you see a blue thingy, so that's the gear, which is probably broken. So after you pull this one out, you need to unscrew this screw, that one, and what I do is I just drill a short hole for a slim screwdriver, unscrew it, pull it off, and then we will replace the blue one inside, and that's that. So let's go drilling. Okay, so this is what I've been talking about. We need to unscrew this one here, and practically the only way, I think, smart way, is to go in here. So let's unscrew it. One correction, there are 3 screws. One is here. Don't miss it like I did. So 1, 2, 3 here. So here we have it. The culprit is classic, so the one tooth is broken, and because of that the odometer doesn't work. So I kind of wiggled out the motor, which is, you know, in this position here. What you need to be careful is that you lock the middle pin in the hole here, and that the rest of it is fixed anyhow. So let's pull this one out, put the new one in, and that's that. So here we go, the new one. I mean, I cannot show you a lot of this, to be honest, but well, it's whole. It does the job, so let's install it. Okay, so we're installing the new one. Be sure to install it like this, so the edge is on the upper side. So that's that. Next step, we put this inside like this, and the final step is you have to wiggle the motor inside. So be careful, this middle pin goes in the hole here. So I think I will go like this and then turn it around afterwards, but it's up to you. So try your best, but don't break it. Okay, so just one really important thing. When you put the motor on, be sure to check that the middle rotor sprocket is aligning with the one we replaced, so with the new, this one, because you don't want to put the teeth on a teeth. You have to have teeth hole, of course, that you won't break it again. Now we put the 3 screws back in, and then you reverse install it in the car. So we're installing back the part. Be careful because you have about 6 pins that you need to fall in here. And one important thing as well is this one, which is wobbly. Get it in here nicely. We don't want to break stuff because we have to pay for the broken stuff. So kind of center it, and then if it's okay, it should fall right in. And I am unbelievably lucky today. That's it. Okay, so what it is. Now what we have to do is put the glass on. Be sure to catch the... Okay, before that you can put this out because you can slide it in. So let's do it again. We put it on. Gently push it. Catch all of the items and should pop back nicely. Just check the alignments. This one is okay. Two. It didn't click yet, so okay. And we slide this one's quite easy back in from each side. So here it goes. Push it all through, and here, and the 2 screws behind. 2 more screws here and here.